Fusion fam, what's up?
Yo!
Man, we have a very special guest in the building with us today.
Yes, sir.
We have Chris of T3 Medias.
That's me. What's up, guys? Yeah, when y'all did the point, I was gonna like get a little bit of the. I was gonna get a little power. Yeah.
So y'all see it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, this episode's
live man right here.
Oh, man,
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Oh man, thanks for coming.
I mean, but that was in the contract. You told me.
Yeah,
I was obligated.
How do you read your contract?
Right.
You must not have read the other stuff. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about
that. Gotta get a flashing ankle.
Fine print. I'm like, I trust it.
You don't flash your ankle in minute 23.
We gonna have inches.
Yeah, you got it.
But if you guys don't know who we are, I'm Chad.
I'm Jeremy.
And together, this podcast, this tag team,
there's no pineapples,
this DreamCon,
don't worry about that.
panelist podcast, collectively out here in these streets, we are Fusion Haa.
Yay! I thought about that last minute. I was like, I'm just gonna ask confused.
Which way do I go? What I do on my hands?
I wish I would have had that Popeye effect where my muscles would have went.
That's not working my freaking triceps, man. I refuse to do that.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, you can't have a little olive oil Popeye special right there.
You got Saturday it is.
Well, love showing up that uniform
man,
over there.
Got to.
You gotta use that person that's looking at him in the gym, that stare back. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I do.
You gotta
right.
Got to.
Take a good look at me now.
As y'all see, it's gonna be a very fun.
It's gonna be one of those episodes.
We get those every now and then where it's like, bro, this is about to be pure silly.
We got those.
I knew the same thing when you guys guested on the T3 Media show.
If you ain't see that, y'all
watch.
Go
check out the Spider-Man spoiler talk. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Watch it. If you don't watch it on ours, watch it on T3 Media. Please and thank you.
Yeah, please do, because that was a great episode and that was a great movie. So you need to be spoiled.
Yeah, come here, watch that, and hit the like button there. Then think about hitting the like button over there, T3 Medias as well.
Like, share, subscribe, share.
Yeah. Hey man, do both. Why not?
Yeah, on both channels. Let's say here and there. First here, then there.
Yeah, get freaky with it. Why not?
Yeah, freaky. All right, Barbara Walters. Oh, sorry, that's a question.
So, Chris, when you came out of the boom, did you see a brother was playing?
Yeah.
All right.
I remember the doctor saying it's the ugliest baby I ever seen. I tried to crawl back in.
You're like, put it back in.
I'm not ready.
It's not it's medium well. Oh my goodness. All right, Chris. So I always like to ask the guests and people that come on, because it always happens to be that there's something in your childhood that led to you doing what you do. It hasn't been proven wrong yet. So tell us a bit about your childhood and how it kind of relates to what you do.
Well, the one thing I think that from my childhood that would have led me to what I'm doing now as far as podcasting and whatnot, well, at least with the topic matters that I choose, like movies and stuff, is I used to draw, and I'm a comic book pencilist. And so I used to draw my own comic books as a youth. I would submit them in to like Marvel, Image, and all those guys and whatnot. And the rejection letter said, you should do podcast.
I was like, damn! Maybe Stan Lee was a savage.
Yeah, he was savage. He said, well, as a comic book artist, you'd make a great YouTuber. So, but no, that's probably the road that led me here. Like back in the day when I was drawing, I would have my own comic book, whole universe made and everything. I still have those old drawings and stuff. And when I was a comic book collector and things, and then when the MCU and DCU, all that stuff started to come up, I started watching a lot of YouTube channels, and that would do film talk and movie talk and stuff. And little by little, one day, me and my friend, we were playing Call of Duty. It was like, we talk about movies a lot. Maybe we do this. So now, a couple of years later, I'm still doing it. Just doing it for fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
No, Oh yeah, I sweat. So yeah, you might know.
Yeah. I was like, sorry about that, man.
Yeah.
I sweat by being looked at. Like,
it's fine. So it's gonna happen. No, it's gonna happen. I run hot, so it's
man, it's gonna be good for your skin. It's gonna pop on.
Yeah, I like to just let it shine through. But that's me in a nutshell. Yeah, it's my love for comic books and stuff like that.
What about the love for movies, man? Because I've watched a couple of episodes, lives of your podcast. Movies, man. What makes you just land on movies?
That's always been there. Like ever since I was a kid, I always used to love those movies where the kids were the heroes and stuff like that, like the Explorers or stuff like that. Anything where the kids are the heroes always made me smile. And then I started getting more into like the sci-fi stuff. And one day I don't know, I guess as I got older, I just started opening my mind to different genres. I was a typical dude, like my action movies and stuff like that. But I was so open-minded to rom-coms and things like that and to the point where one day I was even starting to watch the Oscars and I was like, Heigl, she deserved it. I was like, what am I doing? Who am I now? And I just started.
Knocked Up was a classic, bro.
Right, exactly. Oh my God, Tom Hanks was snubbed or something like that. I'm like, what am I doing? I started to really learn the ins and the outs of filmmaking. I was even in a movie that was being filmed out here in Houston, Texas, back in the day. A movie starring Baby D, Lady of Rage. A movie called Thug Life that she was in. I had a small little part as gang member number 3.
Of course, the black guy.
Yeah. Well, the whole gang was black, and it was funny too because I was there to promote a script that I wrote to the director. So he was kind of patronizing me, like, yeah, sure, we'll read this, whatever. And then he was like, and then he noticed what I was wearing. He was like, hey, you're wearing I was wearing like black t-shirt and black shorts. Okay. He's like, since that's what the crew here is wearing, would you mind helping us out? Because we need more stand-ins to do this scene. I was like, sure. I'm like, how much does it pay? Nothing? Deal. And so he gave me my little prop. He said action. We all started shooting at the camera. Yeah. And when my gun didn't shoot anymore, I yelled, cut! The director was like, get him out of here. but I guess because I look back at that scene and I'm there for a millisecond. The camera, I have right there, right at the camera. I was one of the dudes, like bam. I was like, I made it.
I made it. My IMDb profile is awesome now.
Yeah.
Gang member number 3.
Gang member number 3.
Gang member number 3.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Now you at Chad's house doing Fusion Haa Podcast.
Now I'm here with the Fusion Haa.
Oh yeah, let's go. You have made it to the big jobs.
Yeah, I have seen the mountaintop.
Oh yeah.
Came down, shook hands, kissed babies, and went right back up.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've always had this love for movies, and just now I'm starting to have an appreciation of how they're getting made and things like that. So that's it.
Yeah, we hear that when you talk, and even like when we were talking to you the last time we came to see you, and when we did Spider-Man thing, I was like, this man loves some goddamn movies. Yeah. Like, man, he the man.
Yeah. Like even when I'm watching your lives, like so you're doing it live, but it's like you bring up these random obscure movies. It's like this guy.
That's how my brain works. It does not matter. Whatever I'm doing, all of a sudden a stupid scene would pop up, and I'm like, you ever seen that one with that guy that did that thing last year? You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know. I don't know how I do it. Me and my friend Sean are like that. That's how we clicked and we started the channel.
Yeah. So speaking of starting the channel, so you say you started it with Sean. So what was the conversation like when you decided, hey, I want to start this channel, and what did you guys do to start the channel, and how did it lead up to where it's at?
I love your question.
By then, I was already playing Call of Duty with the same core group of guys that we play on Xbox. And so if you want to send me a friend request, it's random specific, but random, like DUMB, dumb. but we're playing Call of Duty, and then me and this dude named Sean that I hadn't really met, he was a friend of a friend.
Okay.
But for some reason, out of the whole group, me and him would just he would bust out a line from like RoboCop, and I would be like, "Oh, I know." I would call. I'd be the only one in the group to call it out, or I would bust out this line from Coming to America, and he'd be like, "That's Eddie Murphy." Yeah. And we just noticed that we kept doing that, and we just had that in common. Yeah. And then one day I just had the idea because I was watching some YouTube channels that was similar to that, and I said, "Hey, would you want to talk about this stuff the way because how we normally talk when we're on the phone or on Xbox?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then we just did it. We called it Talking Through the Movies. And that's what we did. We just
damn, okay. That's good. Yeah. That's a cool name too.
Then I stole it from him and kicked him out. Well, a hostile takeover is what it's legally. So no, I mean he just got busy, couldn't keep up with it anymore. I saw the potential in it, and I kind of fell off of it a little bit for a little while. Then I got back into it, and I really started taking it seriously. And now it's a part of my routine now. It's something
we see you.
If I have 1 million subscribers, that'd be great. But if I only had 2 and the conversation was good, that's what I'm doing it for.
I feel you. Because you do stay active with the people who comment and everything like that. Like I said, I seen you. You actually comment on me. I'm Jay Brown, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
Blocked. You're the guy. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm at work too. When you do it, I'm like, oh, I gotta see somebody. I'm sitting here right now. Hope you see it. And
but we just added that as a routine into the show where we interact with the audience at the
end. That's good. Yeah. That's actually good. You should do that, by the way.
Oh yeah. Comment on every question, comment, anything you gotta say. I'll read them all, and I will comment on them.
Yeah. I remember when I called you. You see the comment, and you're like, and I was like, oh, he's on the show. I'm gonna call him.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, hey, I'm on the show right now. So didn't you just end this?
I ended the show, but and then I changed my mind at the last second.
Yeah. Wow.
But he called me.
I called him, and it was so funny. That's in the show. Too, by the way. I was on the phone. I was like, nigga, you don't.
Because it gave me a good idea. Now we have a hotline.
Yeah.
And now you can call in.
Oh man, I'm gonna call in one of these days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call in.
Like, Chris, I'm in trouble. I need to get your fingerprints on this wax candle. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be all right.
I have 8 out of 10. I just need the other 2.
If you get a call from the FBI, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm like, okay. Sounds legit. I trust it.
Yeah.
Insert joke here, like looking up the movie Take It. Y'all figure it out.
No, man, that's funny. So
CAR.
Oh my.
CAR.
Carly?
Oh, you said it.
I just got it.
Oh, I got it. That was good. That was good.
That's a deep
high five. High five.
Nothing's been proven yet.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look that good. We'll bring. I was thinking about bringing that up later because we did talk about that this week.
There's never been proven that nothing's happened. Right?
Yeah, but the evidence is not evidence of absence.
Yeah, that
whatever the fuck y'all just said. Okay, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
One fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
That baby ain't done. Anyway, go ahead, Chadwick.
So,
I'm sorry,
as avid watchers and listeners of your show, we see that you have 2 co-hosts on there.
Yes.
Your wife Joy and Tabitha. So, can you tell us how you got them on the show?
Well, Joy had no choice.
Yes.
So
you married her to be on the show. Got it.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get that thing until you know what I'm saying.
Get that thing on that cam.
You gotta you want me to scratch your back? You gotta get on the show. Ironically, that's how they got me here. Hey, Chris. No. But I said, Joy was like, because I've had her help me out for some years now, and I thought, and the more I was doing it, and then things started getting more complex with the equipment that I was starting to tinker with. I was like, I need help, and she was like, yeah. She started helping me out, and she became a regular thing. Tabitha, I met Tabitha the same year I first bumped into you guys at the convention. That same year is when I met Tabitha, and I interviewed a bunch of people at Comicpalooza convention. And it was something about that interview Where
Really?
but maybe it was because I was dressed up as Ruby Rob and she was dressed up as Lilu, and I thought, but she wasn't the only Lilu that I bumped into that day. But it was something that
Last year?
Yeah, I was already in the mindset of finding a new co-host. Or I've been talking with people. I've had a bunch of different people before, and sometimes their schedules get too busy and they come and they go. And I didn't think she would even say yes, but it was she said it was a perfect time or the best time at what was going on in her life personally. Okay. And I think she needed like the distraction or something to do. And she said she never thought that she would ever do something like that because she wouldn't have done it on her own. But when I asked her, I reached out to her out of the blue because I do those interviews and I tag people on Instagram and I say, give people the credit. Yeah. And then I hit her up on DM. I said, "Would you be interested in getting on the podcast?" I was thinking maybe once or twice, and then she said yes, and it was such a good fit. I just say, "Would you be willing to do this?" Because we live far away, so I didn't think she would say yes. Yeah. Once a week, she comes through, and that's been over a year now. It's she's been
talk about
ride or die.
Yeah,
man. And and so there's 4 seats there, so that's me, my wife, Joy, Tabitha, Giovanni. Whenever Giovanni comes through, he fills the 6th seat. Okay. And I wish you guys were available more during the week. I know you guys, our schedule is doesn't really fit.
We crazy worker bees, unfortunately. Hopefully one day when this blow up or whatever blows up for us, man, we can. Yeah, trust me.
We're figuring it out. Between both studios, we're gonna have something interesting for you guys.
Yeah. So you mentioned going to Comic Palooza. Was that your first convention that you ever been to?
First time.
Last year?
The one that I went last year. That was the first. Yeah, that was the first time.
So, oh man, that's great. So, how was that being your first time? I remember the first time I went with a buddy of mine. Shout out to Norman. We went and he was going for like a speed dating thing. So I went with him. So I was like cheering him on.
Wait, what?
Hold on. So he was doing a speed dating thing.
He's married now, by the way.
Yeah. So I was cheering him on. I'm like, go there, go. Like, take that girl. Like, do that, right? So when it was all over, I was like, dang, this is a convention. I've always wanted to go to a convention, but I just never like knew of any until we went there. I was like, I gotta come back the next day. Yeah. So I went there Saturday, and I was like, I'm hooked. Yeah. So that's why I always like asking people, like, if it's their first time, like, how was it?
Yeah. Comic Palooza was a good first introduction into the world of cosplay and stuff. I had cosplayers on my channel before. Mm-hmm. I didn't know if I would ever. I mean, I'm dressed up for Halloween and for parties and stuff before too. I've done it, but I was like, wow, am I gonna gravitate to this world? I was trying to open up my mind to it, but I was gonna have. The guy that introduced me to it, I was gonna have like him that'd be your thing. You could bring it to the show, but then when I went, I was like, this community is pretty cool. I like it. So I was it. I was like, I'm coming back next year, and I did. And we were supposed to do something that first year. We didn't do it. But we finally bumped into each other.
And I reached out to you. You going this year?
I had totally forgotten about that, and I'm glad you reached out to me. And then I was like, gotta make this happen.
Coming, you came to our table.
Yeah,
I see you interview some people.
Dude, they had the table. They had it packed during their show at Comic Palooza.
We were pleasantly surprised. Yeah. But man, that was such a great experience. And this Comic Palooza was probably the busiest one that I've ever participated in. Mm-hmm. And the last one,
your ass, because your ass was doing stuff. Yeah, we were doing stuff, but it was like you ain't do nothing.
I mean, I just kind of did the One Piece panel with the voice actors.
I feel like between us on both sides, I feel like we can get some access to more things. I feel like it's gonna. I think now that I've got an understanding of how things kind of work, and with your help and experience from what you guys have been doing too, I think we can really get a good show out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, that was a great experience. Like you said, like we didn't anticipate that at all. Yeah. No. But when it happened, we were just like basking in it because it was fun. Though we had like the crowd participation and everybody was really into it. Cause I think our topic was
wrestling.
Yeah, it was wrestling.
You came with the name. What was it? AEWWE. If AEW purchased WWE back like earlier this year when they were selling it, it was out in the market, and now Endeavor owns it. But just in case, in this case scenario, whatever you want to call it, AEW did it. And so Chad, being the guy that he is, he like put some stuff together, and I was like, okay. And at first I was like, man, pictures and shit, you gonna put the pictures up there, but it worked. Like the visuals worked. Yeah. Because people was like, I would pick that guy to another guy. And so in the crowd, like actually participated in that. And I was like, yeah, exactly. Like,
there was things that make you say,
Yeah, because at first I was like, man, it's a podcast. This talk. Just talk, bro.
I told him, like,
that was like,
because me, I'm the guy.
What I tell you about doubting me, man.
Yeah. And I know. So this is me. This is me because I was like, nah, I ain't gonna knock it because you never know, right? You never know. Because I was like, because to me, I'm like, he's doing too much. But I'm like, maybe it's something there. Because me, I'm like Al Pacino at the last scene of his fucking Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. I got a 203 and boom, pow, and I blow niggas up. That's how I roll.
Yeah, but no, it's like, we put on like clips of the podcast while we were setting up. Yeah. Like we made like promo videos, like I sung.
Stop. He always say we. He did it. Yeah. He did. We're a team. Love you too, but let's give.
You started singing.
All right, fine. I made the. I did it. It was me.
You got on the microphone. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall.
Chad, I can't and it's like we talking about us. This is your episode. So sorry.
No, man, that's what it's all about on the channel. The conversation just keeps going. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man. That was.
But he said all that stuff up, man, and I did a little bit, and we just made it happen. And even the people there, shameless brag, but we had the most motherfuckers to watch us.
They did. To the point where I even straight up asked, I'm like, did you do a raffle? What was that about? What the bribe situation that you got?
Mention it.
Yeah, so we mentioned that, like, right.
But I think it was the topic. I think it was what I'm looking at with you guys is you have this magnetic energy about you that made like even the people at the convention was like with we were there, but we had our press pass as well. They were media part of the press.
Yeah.
I didn't get no grand tour. They were all like being chauffeured in like they were Brad Pitt and all that and Denzel. I was like the manager I walked in, the manager was like, yeah, you can sit down over there. These two they were like, you can have anything in the world you want because you are Fusion Haa.
I wasn't like that.
They were just throwing pretzels at my ass like that.
And I was like, hey, it's the third floor, two Scooby snacks.
I'm telling you. Because y'all came in with that energy and everything, and I was like, I gotta learn how to get back to that, and because I'm telling you, it was magnetic. I was loving it.
Oh man,
we just had fun. I just had a lot of fun. I try to have fun everywhere I go. Me at least. Everywhere I go, I try to give people, because you never know how people feel that day.
Yeah.
Wife might burn them, they pissing, razor blades and lemon juice. You never know, bro.
Everybody's going through something that you don't know about.
Shout out to Lieutenant Sean, even though he probably not a lieutenant, but that's what he told me. It was kind of funny. Yeah. And I say I want to give people the Jeremy Brown experience.
Yeah.
Pleasant, and that's I think that's anybody, first meeting them or just whatever. And
right.
If they ain't digging me, they ain't digging me. Fuck it.
Right.
And if they are, yay.
A stranger is just a friend that you haven't met.
Exactly.
Damn. Jill drop.
The more you know.
Man dropping Jills. You're right though. You really all right. So and then Chad is like that guy. He's really a nice dude.
Yeah.
And
I try.
He tolerates me sometimes. I feel like he tolerates me. I'm not saying like that's what he act like. I'll be like, because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's good. Jeremy's great in small doses.
There you go.
It's like, all right, now it's time for you to
ask my wife,
All right. Okay, and that's a 15-minute break, Jeremy. I need a 15-minute Jeremy break. Yeah.
Oh man, so back to you.
Yeah.
Enough about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think about me?
Well,
focus.
You're a cool guy. Let's see his arms there. Nice specimen.
So somebody get a little bit of the bang.
Somebody get a Band-Aid because I'm just too cut.
Hey, cut. There you go. Get him.
Oh, you part of the unicorn gang too. I see
your shirt there. Got some meaning behind that though.
Oh no, that was a gift that was sent to me when they were promoting the Glass movie, Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis.
I never got to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah. They sent us some shirts and stuff before we went to the premiere and watched it.
Nice.
This man's the movie guy, man. If y'all got any questions, complaints, whatever, what you think,
call us. Yeah.
Call him.
Yeah.
Call him.
Send a comment or call 281-406-1993. That's 281-406-1993. Have you been hurt in an accident? No.
I love this guy.
Oh my God.
Man.
So I don't know how much you say you like comics. So what was one of your first comic books? Like what was your introduction?
The first one that I can remember, the first one that I can remember ever buying. I remember me and my family used to drive to Louisiana to visit family all the time. I went to a gas station and there was one where it was a DC comic book where Robin was fighting another Robin. I don't know. I can see it in my head. I couldn't tell you the title.
Interesting.
The one that stuck with me that I bought a little bit after that when I really started getting into comics is a book that I still have to this day. It's wrapped in plastic. Ooh. It was X-Force. Marvel's X-Force, Cable and his team and everything, and they were fighting a mutant called Extreme. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
It was like the 90s.
Exactly. It was the 90s. Everything was extreme. Yeah. The juice you drank, the toilet paper you wiped, it was extreme.
Extreme toilet paper is wild.
Extreme TP. But made you sound like a pterodactyl when you wiped up. But I remember he was a mutant where his power was that he could boil your blood. But first the blood had to be oxygenized. So it was these razors he throw at you and but he moved so fast you didn't even realize he was nicking you here. And then when he was done, just light your ass up. The most extreme character I ever seen in my life.
That sounds like somebody from My Hero Academia. That sounds like Stain, bro.
Yeah. Dude, that was an awesome book. And I bought it. I was like, that's the book that made me go, I want to draw. And then I started mimicking it, drawing a little bit. Really? Then I learned how to do faces and arms. And then I got a little bit better. And I started doing my own thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dang, that's nice.
Then I got into Spawn and started collecting all the Spawn books. That was my first collection.
Yes.
Word. You just got it?
Yeah, I still got them.
Oh, wow. There you go, kids.
I wish I would have kept my comics as a kid. I was a heathen. I would just be reading them and they'd be getting messed up and tore up. And
you were young.
Dude, yeah, that's what happened to the first the Superman comic book. That's why there's so few of them in the world, because back in the day, kids would buy them, roll them up, put them in the back pocket and stuff. And now if you can find one, you're an instant millionaire, because they're all gone. But that's usually what happens when you're a kid. You get a book and then all of a sudden you don't know. There's some people that became millionaires because their mom and dad kept those books, because the boy went to college and some forgot all about it. But the loving parents were like, "Oh, my Billy's gone," and then Billy opens up that time capsule, instant millionaire. It happens.
Thanks, Mom. Bye.
Stop throwing away your stuff. That's what I'm saying. Keep these pops. You never know. Yeah. You probably got some thousands of dollar gems in here.
$100 wall right
there. High dollar wall. Yeah.
And we covered up with our logo.
All of a sudden, at the end of the podcast, it's like, God damn, Chris got us again. Half of that's gone.
Chris.
Those old 80s sitcoms.
We just did that.
Chris just Roberts again.
Fuckity fuck.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So funny. So, speaking about comics, man.
I thought I was about to say, speaking about fucking fuck. Well, I was like, give the people what they paid to see.
Yeah, all right. Exactly. Jeremy.
Well, I'm about to run out twice on this podcast. God damn.
So, man, who is your favorite superhero and who is your favorite villain in the comic book world?
Comic book world. Ooh, I like that.
In the comic book world, my favorite villain is probably Magneto. That's my favorite villain. I like his motivations, and I like his Martin Luther King, Malcolm X type of approach. Yeah. Ever since they changed his backstory to what happened with the Jewish community and stuff,
right?
Which I did not know that was not his story from day one.
It wasn't?
I thought it was the original.
Nope.
Really?
They adopted that story in 1981.
Wow, did not.
So all y'all Snyder Cut guys is like, keep it original. Magneto isn't even. That's not even his original story. Yeah. Things change, man. Sometimes they change for the
Superman, like what, 1,000 writers?
Yeah, different. Yeah, all depends on who's writing. Yeah,
but that's the good thing about comics is that you can make it literally what you want to make it. That's why Superman is so OP.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he has so many people.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why he lost against Goku. I mean, won against Goku twice.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even cheat.
And the other question was, what you said, my favorite hero?
Yes.
I keep going back and forth. I guess I did a Marvel character. I said for a while it was Batman, but then I started. I don't know. It's probably just gonna be Spider-Man. I mean, as I was a kid, like I said, when I was a kid, I liked movies where the kids were the heroes and Spider-Man was a teenager when he got there. So I always So I always gravitated towards Spider-Man. Yeah,
that's good. What about movies? Since you're a big movie guy, like hero wise, like
the greatest hero in a movie. Well, I told you I was in a movie with one scene, one shot, save the world. No.
Oh man, you should make that merch, bro. Thug number 3.
Yeah, Thug. Thug number 3. Yeah, that's it.
Now,
yeah. Damn, that would be funny. That freeze frame is so blurry too, but I can tell it's me. I'm like, with 22. I'm like, I'll probably mess up the whole shot. Like, Thug number 3 smiling again. I look like that cop that pulled me up. You know those cops when you getting pulled off of the speed and you look in the rearview mirror and the cops are like,
you.
That's exactly
how I look. Oh man, favorite hero in a movie. That's a tough one because it's I can break it down by drama and all that stuff. I don't know. Favorite villain in the movie? Darth Vader. That's the blackest brother in the galaxy, Nubian god. Oh. And then his beautiful body was sullied when they took that helmet off the reveal. I'm quoting the movie right now. That's I forgot the Chasing Amy when he was like the blackest brother in the galaxy. Then they ruined him by showing that he was a crusty old white man. They trying to tell us deep down we all wants to be white. And then Ben Affleck stands up and goes, "Well, isn't that true?" Go watch Chasing Amy.
Oh, that's funny.
But that was my favorite hero.
Okay, give me 5 then. You got top 5, man, at least.
Darth Vader is a legit. So I'm gonna. Sorry, but like
I trying to think too. By the way, he like talks.
I did not. So I like Darth Vader. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't my favorite Star Wars character. Like I like Kylo Ren better, and that's only because Kylo Ren was more fleshed out in his movies than Darth Vader. Like to me, Darth Vader was a legit boogeyman. Like everybody was afraid of him.
So about the latest movies or
no? I'm talking about the old movies, the original ones. Okay. He was just Darth Vader. He showed up when he needed to. He did what he had to do, but there was no real. He didn't have a real like. Not a real story, but he just didn't have. He wasn't really fleshed out that well until for me when episode 1, 2, and 3 came out. Now it's like, now we see who this guy is. Now
but it it made sense because everything was hearsay and legend. Yeah, and the reason why it wasn't fleshed out is because by the time you pissed Darth Vader off, he already killed you.
Yeah, like boy.
You don't remember one of those situations where he choked the dude out, and the only thing that James Earl Jones said was "apology accepted." Yep. So I'm like, dude, you can't even apologize to this dude. Kylo Ren would throw those temper tantrums and stuff, and made people go like this dude's got some issues. So I understand what you're saying, but
he didn't take his medicine.
If I'm pairing episodes 1, 2, and 3 with 4, 5, and 6, like Darth Vader's that dude, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll never be able to figure out like who my favorite hero is because I've watched too many. I couldn't even give you a straight answer without.
I can tell you one of mine. Then it's cheating, but I don't care. That's Thanos, bro.
Villain or hero?
He's my hero.
I'm like that. We know what side he was on.
Thanos had some. Thanos was the hero because he was right. Some of y'all gotta go.
He said that like, make Thanos great again.
I need a hat now, dog.
That Obama hope poster be Thanos just says snap.
Yep. Man, if I was Thanos, I'd be here.
Yeah. Oh, get a soldier boy on all y'all.
Yeah.
But no, a good hero in a movie, man. That's tough.
Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Oh my
Greatest
God!
hero
I was gonna save The Rock from Walking Tall, but that's good too.
That's Johnny Five.
You guys are...
I have too many heroes that I like. Yeah, I watch too many. I'll never have a. You done gave me a good idea to sit down with. I would have to really mull that one over. Cool. Villain was easier, but hero. I guess I feel like with movies, the best movies is when the villain is very complex or like that, and it just elevates because once that hero overcomes that, like I could say Rocky, but if he didn't have Apollo Creed over there, if he didn't have Mr. T and the Dolph Lundgren and all them on the other side, I mean, he would just been another boxer.
Yeah, exactly.
So
ooh, that's deep. Right there. I like that. Just a little guy.
Yeah, you've just been tickled by Chris. I tickled your brain.
Fusion Haa does not
condone the tickle
of Chris.
Go to T3 Medias for that.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my God, bro, this is funny. So,
like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Tickle. So, as you've been a movie man, you have great taste in movies. I'm sure you have a guilty pleasure movie. Because mine's going to be this new Winnie the Pooh movie I'm going to watch. This Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. We're going to definitely watch that.
That movie bombed so hard.
I know, but I want to watch it so bad.
I have no desire to watch that movie.
See, I'm the type of person where I don't really like bad. Like, if I know a movie like Sharknado, like, I saw the first one for the sheer, like, Sharknado.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I gotta see. When I saw it, like, all right, bro, like, enough.
A tornado made of sharks?
Like,
go on.
Yeah, count me
Who
in.
was snorting lines?
Dude,
everyone in there.
It's crazy how much money those movies are making. That franchise make, because you know they only cost like pocket change to make, and then it just blows. It blew up.
They don't spend any money on graphics, bro. They just anything. They throw some little gummy sharks in there and like little cyclone. And they just
bro. I feel like it was like a Nigerian. I never seen it, so it was like one of the Nigerian, movies. You know how they look like the effects and shit. Like
oh God!
Stupid.
I know what you're talking about.
I feel like that's what's gonna be like that. The way y'all talk.
A guilty pleasure movie would be any, like Kevin Smith is my favorite director. I grew up watching. One of the reasons why I got into to movies was when I was a kid was when. One day I was watching TV and there was a commercial for Kevin Smith's first movie, Clerks. If you know the Clerks movies, Clerks 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it is glad.
I saw the commercial for Clerks, and it was a one little line in the movie where the guy was in front of the clerk and he said, "What do you mean there's no ice? You mean I got to drink this coffee hot?" I was 15 years old, and I don't know why. You know how there's some weird joke. It's not that funny. But for some reason, it crushed me. It got me to the point where I remembered that. Then years later, I would go to Blockbuster with my mom and my little brother, and I would see the Clerks movie. I was like, "Oh, that's that movie." I kept walking by. I wouldn't rent it. Get the other movie. Get the Batman Returns. Get everything. Get anything else. Then one day I was like, "All right, I'm gonna watch that movie," because I remember that one little snippet. Wow. And that expanded and opened my mind to more comedy, more different genres and whatnot. I followed his whole career. He's the reason why Ben Affleck is famous. It was Kevin Smith movies that started all that stuff off. Guilty pleasure movie would probably be anything by Kevin Smith. But there's a movie that I will watch. I can watch. I've seen a whole bunch of times, and I can still watch it anytime I'm bored. I need something in the background. I just want to watch.
Yeah, and
that's The Big Short. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yeah,
it's about the housing the housing crisis when all that it's about how some guys figured out that the housing crisis was about to happen, and they invested in the crash. It's a stock market movie, and I don't know why it spoke to me, because at the time when I was overseas and working for the military, I was getting into stocks. So when that movie came out, I was like, "Oh, I'm learning about stocks now. So let me watch this movie about stocks." And I don't know, for some reason that movie just I can put that movie on. Well, there's also a scene where Margot Robbie's in a bathtub. Oh, well, so I mean, there's one part of the movie where it's like to better explain how to short the market, we got Margot Robbie in a bathtub, and the movie literally stops and says that.
God.
To better explain stocks to you, we got Margot Robbie in the and then she's in the tub with the champagne, explaining how to short the market, how to bet against something in the market. And then you know, I mean, I was like, you had me at Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I'm a stock trader. Look at me.
Yeah. So now I'm a stock genius.
Baby. Just
so that's my really one of my guilty pleasures. That movie.
Nice. Jay, do you have a guilty pleasure movie or anything like that?
The only thing that comes to my mind, like instantly, Napoleon Dynamite.
That's the guilty.
That movie got no point.
That's a good one.
But it's just something.
Yeah, I still don't know.
That's the one with the dude that does that funny dance at the end. Dancing to Jamiroquai at the end of it.
Yeah. Both Pedro.
But dancer. Yeah. Jamiroquai was a guilty pleasure band for me back in the day.
Oh, nice.
It is.
Yeah. Virtual Insanity.
My next door neighbor had those albums. I was like, man, who is this guy?
Jamiroquai went hard.
And I was like, this is awesome. I know a guilty pleasure movie for me. My friends always make fun of me because I say it's one of my favorite movies. This is the end.
About the end of the world, yeah. Wasn't there a scene where the guy was letting his kids play in the fireworks? It's like, come on, kids, drinking and stuff. I mean, yeah, I remember that movie. Damn, I didn't think that movie was gonna end the way it did too.
No, I didn't either, but it was good.
I mean, they told you in the title. There ain't no way around it. It's gonna happen. No happy ending here.
No.
Yeah, done.
Where's the Knuckles from Sonic Adventure?
Oh no. So, are you really into like TV shows? Are you before TV shows?
Oh yeah, no.
Because that's how I kind of am. Like, I love TV shows because I feel like you're able to flesh out more of the story you're trying to tell.
Yeah, you know? we're in a golden age right now, television. Right now that technology is caught up with how they do movies and whatnot. Like you wouldn't have had a Game of Thrones at the level that you have with the graphics and everything on TV back in the day. That would have had to have been a movie to do it the way they did it. Yeah, but now, I mean, television the way
with 30 years ago. Too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Like television. Any type of media. Yeah, I'm into it, and that's one of the reasons why me and my wife get along so well because she loves comedies and TV shows and stuff. Okay. We're in the middle of catching up to like Ted Lasso. We'll watch. We have all the streaming thing. We're catching up to a bunch.
Yeah, I just started watching Ted Lasso too.
That's the
I'm
show,
on the third episode. That show is actually
the show. Bro.
It's actually really good. Like, I didn't think it's funny because there's an anime called Blue Lock. It's about soccer.
Yeah, it's about soccer.
Amazing. But I can't play a lick of soccer. I hate when my shins get hit.
Yeah.
So soccer's not for me. Ted Lasso.
It makes me want to go.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah. So Ted Lasso was kind of the same thing. Like, and I like how he's just this guy.
He's a very positive dude.
Yeah. It's very endearing, man.
So like that. Any comedies, we love comedies. What We Do in the Shadows, things like that.
I couldn't get into that one. I tried.
I think you got to watch the movie first.
There's a movie?
It's based on a movie.
Oh,
and it's the same. Okay. What's the guy who did Thor Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder?
Wakiti.
Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi. Yeah, it's one of his original movies, and they made it into a TV show. And it's the exact same plot, but with different characters. But they crossed over characters from the movie into the show too.
Okay, so
I think you can appreciate the show better once you watch the movie. If you can watch the movie and then you see what they were going for, you will understand why it's got like already on season 4.
Yeah.
So it's a funny show.
Okay.
Like I love TV, streaming or network. I love it all. Pay your writers, man. Pay your writers. Pay the actors.
Please do.
Do that.
Hey, I need Deadpool 3, bro. I've seen Wolverine in his actual suit. Like, don't deny me this, please.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I saw a dude on Instagram saying, "Can we?" Oh, it wasn't y'all, was it? Like somebody on Instagram. No, I know it. I'm not gonna call him out. Somebody on Instagram was saying, "Oh man, we're not gonna get Deadpool just shut down production because of the actor strike. Can't you guys just take one for the fans, work for free?" I'm like, dude, I read that. I'm like, dude, you work for free. Like,
you do it and see how you make.
Could you imagine your boss come up to you and like, come on, dude, be a good guy. Just work for free today. Come on, real quick, be a nice guy. Like, dude,
ain't that cute?
Yeah, not just no, but hell no. Like,
dude,
everybody always has this idea that every actor is Tom Hanks or Ben Affleck. 99% of all of Hollywood are some struggling still working as a waitress actor out there. Like that, they're not all like the big $1 million make. Like
I mean, think about residuals.
Yeah,
you ever heard how much people get residuals like TV shows, movies? I heard somebody got like I think 63 cents. It was like it costs you more.
And it's even worse on the streaming side of it.
That's what's really started all this. Is that I cannot remember the actor's name, but it's like a popular show.
From Orange Is the New Black, the young lady, she posted it on her Instagram. She showed all her residuals. It was I forgot her name too, and she was like, it was like a whole line that said Orange Is the New Black, Orange Is the New Black, and then she panned to the right of the page, and it was 63 cents, 50 cents, 3 cents. This like it was all these views that the show got, and all she was getting for every episode. And her point was valid. She did some nude scenes. She's like, you were making. She's like, you making money off my tits. Like that's true. Like pay me. You pay. So she was kind of she was vulnerable with it, but I felt that.
It's true. That's true. Like if I'm bearing,
I ain't gonna lie, I saw him too. Pay that woman. Deserves it every dollar.
If I'm burying myself like that, bro, 63 cents.
Yeah.
I could have stayed at home for that.
Yeah. And you wondering why
my curly cues and you gave me 63 cents?
And you wondering why people resort to like
VIP the bouncers, baby.
The fans only pages and stuff like that, or the other corns. I won't say the word. I know y'all want to get you demonetized.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
They got it heaving. What you
man? I'm a grown ass man.
He's like, I love being demonetized.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Please like, share, subscribe. Well, go T3.
Well, hopefully we'll make it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Because you just
an asshole, a jerk, a dickhead, another bad word.
Oh yeah, keep going. What else can you say to Roy?
Shut up.
Wait, I got a question. For real.
Who's your favorite director?
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, there you go. That was fast. That was like,
I mean, it's the dude. He ain't the best director. He knows it, but he's my favorite.
Really?
He's a showman. It's funny. I like him more for the things that he says versus the work that he's done. And I love the work that he's done.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
The dude can tell a story. The way Kevin Smith just talks to if you would have had a chance to say, hey Chris, you want to come on the show and do a podcast with Fusion Haa? We were going to have Kevin Smith. I'd be like, dude, fuck me. Bring Kevin. I'm telling you that the way he talks and it's so entertaining. Like he told that. Did you guys watch the Flash movie?
Yes.
Did you see the scene where Nick Cage and the spider and all that stuff? He told that story years ago. He was the one who was hired to write that. Really? That whole thing where Schumacher, wherever that producer was back in the day, that was convincing him. He said, "I want you to do a scene where Superman has to fight a giant spider." And he was like, and he thought every idea that this dude was giving him was ridiculous, but he wanted the job. And he was like this, like, so he did it. He wrote the whole thing out, and they went to try to produce it. It didn't happen, obviously. Right. And he said, and a couple of years later, that same producer did another movie instead of Superman, a movie with Will Smith called Wild Wild West. And I'm watching Wild Wild West, and right at the end of the movie, lo and behold, this giant ass spider come on, and Kevin Smith was like, "That motherfucker got his damn spider. He did it. He really wanted that spider."
Yeah, he wanted to do it.
Look how well that turned out.
But fast forward like 20 years later, he got invited to watch the Flash movie. Okay. And he says, "Hey Kevin, there's something in the movie for you. You're gonna be excited when you see this." He sits down. He sees the Nick Cage scene. He sees the giant spider. And for all these years of shitting on that guy who pitched that idea and saying that was a stupid ass idea, he said he looked at it and went, "Damn, that wasn't that bad. That shit might have worked." Kevin Smith is funny. I'll tell you the way he tells a story. I saw that whole scene that we saw in that movie 20 years ago because of the way he was telling it. I saw it all in my. Kevin Smith is a great storyteller. He's a good communicator. So. Also, it's weird. I love his movies, but I like him more by the way he could be a stand-up comedian. Yeah, I do. It's funny.
Oh man, Kevin Smith. So T3 Medias, this awesome channel that you created, man. So like, I know Jeremy and I, like this thing that we're doing. I guess we don't have it in game, but we do know places that we want to go. Like we're trying to get more into streaming on Twitch, doing commentary on like video games, esports and things like that, and you know. Just
wait, you say esports? You mean EA Sports? Like, am I thinking about the video game?
No, like esports is like video game competitions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about EA Sports. It's in the game. Yeah, I'm thining about that. Yeah.
Like Street Fighter, Smash Brothers.
Yeah, stuff like that. Okay. So that's like kind of what we want to do. We want to take our channel and kind of know the direction.
But that's another reason why I wanted to work with you guys and collaborate more with you guys. Do not get discouraged with. That's one of the reasons why, like Sean, I'm gonna call him out, but he doesn't ever watch YouTube anymore, so I'm gonna call him out. It's all his fault. Like when me and him built the channel at first, he had the mindset of, man, I can't wait until we have 100,000 subscribers. I mean, dude, we don't even have 1 subscriber yet, and you are already thinking about 100,000.
That's cool.
But if you go into it with that mentality. And it doesn't happen. He was hoping it was going to happen within a month or 2 months or 3 months, and then when it didn't happen, he got discouraged. But
it's easy.
I was told, just do it because you like to do it, because you enjoy it, and when that happens, it'll translate, to them. The audience, they're gonna find you, and you're gonna find them. So if it's gonna take a while to get to that first 1,000 or this. As long as you are still trucking and still moving, they always give you the same advice. Put good content on.
Hello. What do you think I'm doing?
I feel like
doing stuff at you.
But that phrase always throws me off because it's up to them to decide whether or not it's good or not.
It's subjective,
but if exactly, and if that's your niche. And like if you only want to talk like anime 24/7, and then you're gonna find people who want to hear people talk about anime 24/7 or wrestling 24/7, like with niche stuff. But when the numbers aren't where I want them to be, and then I'm looking up how do I help the channel grow and stuff, I always see it. That's like number 2, suggestion number 2 or number 3. Be better than you already are, or something like that. Stop sucking, Chris. That's pretty much.
Well.
I'm like, well, damn.
I thought that my damn self. Thank you, cool.
And it makes me feel like, am I not doing a good job, or well, it just sometimes you get that lightning strikes, and like a couple of months ago, something happened, and I was getting the biggest views that I was I've gotten in years, and then when that came and went, it evens out. Now, I could get bummed about it and be like, well, damn, they liked me yesterday. Why don't they like me? No, you just gotta keep trucking and keep going. And I got a whole bunch of ideas of what I want to work with you guys. I already know. We're excited, man. We're definitely excited about that. Yeah, it's gonna be some not full frontal nudity, more sidal. More side boob stuff.
Yeah, my side boob is actually kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It looks nice on when you look at it from the side.
We know what you guys want to see.
You want side boobs? Yeah, that's my boob.
Yeah, instead of
that's you like that side.
They're gonna have to.
Gay because that's my side.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Oh my God.
You're gonna have to change the name from Fusion Haa to Fusion Hey.
Hey, whoa! Oh,
what was that scary movie? So get your finger out of there. No.
Oh my God. So as far as what do you want to do for your channel? Like, where do you see your channel going in the next couple of years? Like, what's your plan for your channel?
Stop there. Yeah, he asks questions like Bob Walters. You see how deep this motherfucker goes?
Jesus
Christ! I love it. I just make fun because I'm like, this motherfucker's spitting.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I interview people all the time. I ask them these questions. And they're like, working here. I'm like, oh.
Well, hopefully we'll. I envision a huge desk right here in this room, and we're just sitting here, and we're all first the moment I walked in, I'm like, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna get these guys some better lighting. I want to take over the Fusion Haa Podcast. I'm telling you. That's the plan. Next thing you know, these guys will be gone, and I'll just be doing this Fusion. No, but with my channel, I don't. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and just hope that I get better, become a better editor, What I really would love is a whole network. I would love it if you guys were to come to the studio and want to do an original show or. I've always imagined my channel to be a hub for other people. Like I don't want to be on there all day. If I could turn T3 Medias into a version of CNN where it's like not 24 hours, but something a situation where it's like I'm on at 1 o'clock, and the Fusion Haa boys will come on with me at 2, and then the next group will come in at 3, something like that, where it's like something always on. Something always on. Yeah, whether we're talking about movies or if somebody's talking about anime or wrestling or whatever, something for everybody. That's what I envision. That's what I want. I want it to be a tide. It was the tide that raises all ships. That's what I want. Okay. That's my goal.
That's a great goal, man. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot, man.
I'm just trying to stop being a truck driver and do something like this for the rest of my life.
And same here, you know. Jay and I have put a good amount of effort into doing what we're doing, and there's certain times where we've been discouraged. We're just like, oh my god, like we feel like we're putting out stuff, and it's easy to say your stuff is good because it's yours, right? We're artists. We're all sensitive about what we do, but when you know, just like deep down, they're like, man, this is good.
Yeah.
But there are times I see that. There's times I see something that one. You know, we were talking about it offline. I couldn't say.
I mean, what year are y'all at with this right now? Y'all are in year 2, 3?
Three.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think.
I was right there. I was right there at the same position on like in year 2 or year 3. I was right there. I just started. I think what did I do to get to that first milestone? You learn about the what is it, SEO?
SEO.
Yeah, you learn about that. You learn.
It improved our channel like almost overnight.
Yeah.
Almost overnight. You learn and it's like one of those things. It's like, wait, this is all we had to do was this. You gotta point it in the right direction. You gotta. What I used to be real bad at is communicating and responding to the audience. I used to be real bad at that.
If you do lives, you have to.
Yeah, you have to. But this was before I've only really lately started doing lives. Okay. So back then I wasn't commenting. Even if it's just a comment on a video you just post, you gotta communicate. That's a lesson that I learned. And I would say the way you guys do it when you meet people in person. That's the way it translates the way y'all are doing it online.
You know what? And ironically enough, yes, because anytime we've like gone somewhere, we met people in person. Yeah, it just
you leave an impression.
Yeah, and everyone gets it, and then it translates. Into views. Now lately, like we've been going to cons, and it's starting to translate into views and subscribers and followers, and we love interacting with people.
Sometimes black privilege helps too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hit the subscribe button or you racist. No.
You're not black.
Right?
Thank you. Shout out to Joe Biden.
Oh right. Yeah, man. Like we went to Dragon Bowl and we did our podcast there, and we met like a group of people, and they hung out with us the entire day. Because they were just like, so we did like a raffle.
Prizes.
Well, no, because hear me out, because they were like, we're gonna do a raffle. And then they were like, we're going to leave. Like, we did because I remember I took everyone's number. And I was just like, I'll call you if you win and we can meet and do whatever to get your prize.
Right.
Man, but we started talking about anime. And then that was it. They were like, oh, we hanging out.
Yeah.
And they stayed there.
I noticed that during the Spider-Man chat that we were having right in the middle of it, because I didn't know how it was going to go.
Right.
But either something that happened like right at the top of the show when we first hit the record button, or something that happened right before. I think it was you that said, it's gonna be one of these types of conversations. Like you can feel it. You can feel it.
Yeah. I heard you say, okay, cool.
Okay, cool. All right. I can say the F word.
Shoes off. But that's your platform, and I gotta respect it. That literally is your house, so I gotta respect that. Yeah. So when you was like, oh yeah, it's here now. Oh
yeah. Metaphorically speaking.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Do that.
This is what you got to deal with, man.
All the time.
He's balling tall.
What did I say? We should have called this show 2 balls and 1 pro.
Oh my
goodness, man.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, we can do this all day. I swear to God.
Oh my god, yeah. This is great. You have to come on again, dude. This was fun.
Oh yeah, we have.
You got some more questions?
It was in the contract. You said.
I got plenty of
questions. I ain't got questions for years, man.
All right, so
when you were swimming in the fallopian tubes, like how how it felt. You're just gonna ask some shit like that.
I went to that egg and I said, acknowledge me.
Oh, that is a perfect segue because I'm about to ask you about wrestling.
Let's do it.
So
I love how this works.
What was your introduction into wrestling?
My mother.
Your mother?
My mother.
Wait, really?
My mother is a huge wrestling fan.
Wow.
My uncle and my mom, they were watching wrestling. We were all living in my grandmother's house at the time.
Okay.
I was little. She got me into wrestling. It was then when she started. I think it was one time she wrote a letter to the WWF at the time.
Wow.
And she got signed, autographed pictures of wrestlers mailed back to us.
What?
And because she got that reaction from the WWF, she started really becoming a fan, and she started watching the show more because she was watching it. I was watching it. Then she would buy tickets, and the first time she took us to a live show, that was it. I mean, to this day, my mom's in her 60s right now, and she'll be like, Chris, did you see the latest SummerSlam? What happened? Did Raymond win again? That motherfucker always wins. I'm like, yes, Mom. That's you got to acknowledge him. Like my mom always rooting for the hero. But yeah, that got. She even dated Ahmed Johnson.
What?
Yes. His real name is Tony Norris, I believe.
No, she ain't talking to Tony Adams.
Yeah, Tony Norris, aka Ahmed Johnson. Like years like when I was in my teen years, they dated for a little while.
Wow.
He invited us to a couple of the live events, and when that was when he was with the Nation of Domination.
Wow.
And when the Nation of Domination came into the ring, we were sitting in the front row, and guess who was eyeballing my mom the whole time before the match was starting? But Farouk himself looking right at my mama, probably knowing that she was dating Ahmed. He was just looking at her, and there was this dude that was sitting next to us, like, ma'am, like Farouk's looking at. She's like, yeah, I see him, whatever. No, she was trying to ignore his ass. Yeah, Farouk, you think you was slick looking at my mama like that?
Farouk, we all see you.
Yeah, I'm glad The Rock took your shit.
Looking at your mom like
dirt. Exactly. I think that was the day he came up with that line. He was like,
it was my mama, motherfucker.
Yeah. All right, Farouk. I remember that. But it was my mom
crazy,
that I've always wanted to. You know what? I've always wanted to do a show on my channel where I would interview my mom and talk about this stuff, because my mom remembers most of this stuff. The little things that I don't know. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good
channel. But I've had a long experience with the WWE, and then when I mentioned earlier that I worked overseas for the military,
right?
That I worked at a base where their tribute to the troops. They used to do during the war. They used to do that every year. Tribute to the troops.
In Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Oh, 2010. I'm sorry. December 3rd, 2010.
The last time that they ever did it in that might have been the same year. That last, because that was I think 2010 was the last year that they ever, or 9 was it the last year that they ever did it.
Well, I mean, it was a few. So when I was there, it was.
I mean, when they televised the show.
It wasn't televised.
Yeah.
They came to.
They were probably still there.
Maybe they did, but they came to Paul Wilson and show some respect.
If I remember correctly, the last time they ever televised the show was 2009, because that was at my base.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they still came around.
They came hard. Okay. Paul Wilson and it was Mr. Man, Big Show, Kelly, and Eve. Kelly got a beautiful smile, by the way.
I think I left it in the car. If I didn't leave my phone in the car, I would have.
It was right by you. Right?
Oh, it's right there. Okay,
dropped it down there.
I'll see if I can sneak some. I can probably find them later, but
okay.
But yeah, that was when I met CM Punk. I met Vince McMahon.
I met CM Punk.
I met.
We seen him too. We seen him at AEW.
Yeah.
He was shaking hands with everybody after the show. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
That guy's really nice. AEW. Come on now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite? Give me a favorite new wrestler and an older wrestler.
Ooh, good question.
Favorite new? I guess he's not new anymore. I would have said Roman Reigns because
Roman Reigns is good.
But new. I want to put. He's been in there too long he's too established to be called new.
I get you.
New. I was okay, and even though who I'm about to say isn't technically new either, but I'm gonna still put him in there. And I'm surprised I'm about to say this because I can't stand him.
Oh, hey, I like.
But he won me over for the wrong reasons.
Dominic Mysterio?
Yes.
Oh, how did I guess that?
This dude, I was like, I'm like, he can't cut a promo. He ain't gonna last. I mean, how you come from Rey Mysterio? I remember when Rey Mysterio got on the mic here in Houston, Texas, and he got on the mic and was like, he was fighting King Booker. He was like, El Rey is the word in Spanish means king. Rey, he was making fun of King Booker, but I didn't think he was gonna make it. I didn't think Rey, but that whole booing thing. Yeah. Because I've heard in the business, if they say whether they're cheering you or booing you, as long as you're getting a reaction. Yeah. But booing him has become such a thing,
right?
And he has mastered it.
It's
you can't even hear him speak. You can't, and
that's good.
I thought that when it first started happening, I thought he was gonna cry his ass out of the WWE. I thought it was gonna hurt his feelings. But he embraced it like a champ.
You're supposed to,
and just because the same thing it happened to the Miz, and the way the Miz was able to overcome it and win the fans over, that totally, you're a reality TV star. We hate you. You're never gonna. Now he's a living legend. Current, he is a future Hall of Fame.
It's funny that you say that because both of y'all, because back in 2020 during the pandemic, when I see him fought, was either Brock Lesnar, and I'm talking about Dominic, by the way, either it was Brock Lesnar or Seth. The way that Dominic, and we all spoke just like a couple weeks back before, but now we're being recorded. The way he sold his ass getting kicked, he damn near sold himself dying.
Dude.
And it was beautiful to me. And I was like,
talking about Dominic?
Yeah, and I was like, that guy's gonna make it.
The way he started winning me over was when he got arrested. That first time he got arrested.
Back in December. Last year in December, I remember that.
Hey, Mom, I ain't gonna make it. Dude, when he said that, I was like, I bust out. I'm like, this dude made me laugh. I'm like, this dude's saying made me laugh.
That shit was terrible, but then when he did it was gold.
When they came up with that fake gangster
angle,
I was like,
tattoo and shit.
This dude had the toothpick, doing hard time. I'm like, dude, give me those 13 minutes.
Nigga, you was in county?
13 minutes.
You was in county.
You ain't even get out.
Dude, your fingerprints were still black. You ain't even go in there. That was, dude.
Oh my
God.
God.
Dude came out with the band. I'm from 13 minutes in county, not even in lockup, to just totally trying to steal Eddie Guerrero's thing.
Yeah.
And that when that became when I could understand. And I don't even think the writers came up with. I think it just kind of happened organically.
I think his dad kind of said some shit, but then like you said, he roll with what he seen and what he did.
If the writers thought of that, that was brilliant because it won my ass over because I was not convinced. But
nobody was, man.
Now it's fun to boo.
When
I think he's gonna be okay.
I wanted him to leave Rey Mysterio's side only because I felt like Rey was carrying him in
a way, holding him back. Like you're never gonna
get out of
his shadow. You're never.
So when he went on his own, I was like, man, like that's cool. You're on your own, but
you ain't that good.
Yeah,
but he embraced not being that good. It's not like when Roman Reigns really needed to leave and work on his mic skills and stuff. It was different. He embraced how bad he was. Yeah. He's like, damn, I'm not. I can't prove it. I'm not behind the scenes. But I feel like he knew, or everybody was telling him, your mic skills ain't that good. We don't want the same thing to happen to Roman to happen. Yeah. So when the fans started overshadowing him, and it was like, well, I don't have to say anything. The fact that he's not being forced to say much because he can't, because the boos are too loud.
Right.
And he embraces that gimmick. His mic skills is going to start getting better.
But his skills,
going to have the time
of acting.
Exactly, because he's got the time to adjust.
But at the same time, when you talking about Ray, like that helped in my opinion, because like I heard him on Keeping It 100 podcast. They did house shows, right? Mm-hmm. So it was like Ray, John Cena. I went a little bit of time. No, like he rode with Finn Balor and a couple other guys.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about it. Them guys are G's. They been in the game. Some of them been in the game for a while, and some of them now became established and like they know a thing or two, like what to do, what not to do. And I heard him talk to Conan and Disco Inferno about the stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's what's up. It's gonna work. Then when it's like, okay, well, time to swim with the sharks.
Yeah.
So like you got that knowledge from like the house shows and live TV shows, being with his dad. It's like that. So Ray did have to carry him.
Yeah.
To a degree, because even when he was by himself before the whole tag team championship shit, like I was like, this kid got some fundamentals. It's just like y'all worry about the showmanship, which is true. Like you need the whole.
He's got the fundamentals.
He got the fundamentals.
Because he's raised boy. He's a legacy character, a legacy hire.
Yeah, and that's funny. Like you say that because it's like okay, the guy was like a lot of people look at Charlotte back in the day. It's like oh, she's a flare.
But she got the ability and she got the mic skills.
But
she can't deny.
Even Ray, I'm sorry, wrong guy. Even Rick himself. Go look it up, y'all. Broken Skull Ranch podcast. He said himself, she's better than me.
Yeah.
She's better than me. So,
and honestly, athletically,
yes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Athletically, yes. On the microphone, she's not as good as him on the showmanship part of it yet, but physically, yes.
Yeah, because she's good on the mic, but Ric Flair is Ric Flair, bro. Ric Flair, he oozes charisma. Like, he just
walk through it.
So we're talking about Dominic. So I was watching some clips from NXT. So I don't know if you guys know, but Dominic actually won the North American NXT Championship.
Which was, and I brought this up on the chat. I was like, that's BS because they didn't let Solo Sikoa
that's
do
what
it.
I was saying. I'm like, so now hold on, time's out.
So now the rules different now.
Like, so now my boy Solo.
Vince must not be there then.
Vince must have came in with Solo one.
Yeah.
All right, now give my belt back.
No, I don't sanction this. Damn it! That's exactly what he did when I was in Iraq. When everybody was trying to do a group picture and all the workers that were trying to huddle up and get it, he was getting pushed around too much. He was like, "Hey, back up!" I was like, "Damn, Vince, he's the same way on TV." That is not an act. That is Vince.
So
I'm still trying to find these pictures though. Go ahead.
So on NXT. So he walks in, and there's this group called the D'Angelo family. So they're walking by, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Dominic, so and so inside says hi from inside prison says hi." He's like, "Oh man, he's a good guy," and he just walks off. I'm like, Dominic was in jail for like 2 minutes. Man, how did he know?
How did he
know? Like, you know what? All right.
I mean, he was in jail, but was he in jail?
No,
but he wasn't holding. It wasn't jail. You mean
holding?
He's like, I was in jail. You mean holding? That's exactly what people just say. You mean holding? You didn't even leave the back of the squad car properly.
Not at all.
Man, hey,
and again,
it's kind of funny, man. You talking about Vince, right? I didn't know we have my wife bought a Walt Disney Pop, and I happened to see this morning, like right there by my NPC and shit like that. I look and go, ooh, when Vince was, talking about the whole sale of the WWE, he does like Walt Disney with that douchebag mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. He looks like fucking Walt Disney.
Yeah, Vince don't look good right now. Yeah. I don't know why he grew that mustache. I think he's trolling us. I don't know.
I love the fake pictures that went around before we seen him again, and they're like Vince was caught backstage and he had a mustache. Yeah, that looked better. The fake one looked way better.
I met Vince when he was still in that shape that he was in that Muscle magazine. We had the chain on. That's when I met Vince. I was like, that dude is. I was like, man, this dude is big.
Yeah. Now that boy, he's also like he fought Pat McAfee at WrestleMania maybe
this year, right?
No, that was last year. Yeah.
You mean that thing?
The worst stunner ever?
When they botched that stunner.
That has to be this year.
I always say that that's
that was the year before.
And I think Stone Cold mentioned that's always the fear of coming out of retirement because you want to leave a good impression. Your last show, you want to go out on top.
Tell Chris Jericho to his bitch ass now.
Chris Jericho's in phenomenal shape for his age.
Do I
have to go through this again?
Let Chris finish, man.
You brought it up.
I know. Chris, how you
doing? I mean, no. I'm just saying that's. I mean, you don't want to go out like that. You want to leave a good impression. I don't think Stone Cold left. And he knows it.
That was Stone Cold. That was Vince.
No,
Vince could take a stunt. That
boy took that stunt.
He could never take a stunt.
Vince used to sell it real good, but I mean, at his age right now, he's out of practice.
That boy back started hurting as soon as he went down. Oh, my neck, my back.
I don't remember it being this low.
My knees. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. I mean, even Shane couldn't get in there without getting hurt. Remember that? What was
the leapfrog? That was that leapfrog. He jumped. Yeah, it was last year, by the way. Yeah, because this year was his son.
Man,
go home, McMahon. Go home.
I thought that
don't come next year.
I thought he just like was like doing something to like fake to get somebody fake to get Snoop Dogg in there. But when I saw him not get up, he tried to get up. He was like, I'm like, ooh, something's wrong.
I'm sorry. I just remembered the other half of the question. I know we can go talk about wrestling like forever.
Yeah.
Old school wrestling, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
The
go.
Oh, man, that's across the board.
So we didn't got to do ours because my current new one,
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Don't say Roman Reigns.
I gotta give it to. So I'm gonna give it to Roman Reigns, but the wrestlers I like more than him. But Roman Reigns, what Roman Reigns has been able to do so I've been a fan of Roman Reigns since he was in the Shield.
Yeah. I was too. Yeah.
And he wasn't the best on the mic, but his wrestling skills, his skills in the ring were to me. I liked them.
Okay.
But it's when WWE was like, this is gonna be the guy.
Yes.
This is the guy. And I've noticed the fans when you force feed them somebody who they don't choose,
because the fans were for it until they were being forced.
Yeah,
and they turned against it. They didn't want it.
But
for Roman to overcome, because most wrestlers don't overcome that. Sometimes you get kicked out. Sometimes you don't come back. The situation, it takes some time.
Being gone. No, it's not so much that it helped, but it's that time being gone. Yeah, when he was just.
Where he realized that with the mistakes he was making, he retooled and came back.
Man.
He took as harsh as John Cena was, because on the mic, John Cena really let him have it.
Oh yeah,
making fun of his mics, making fun of Roman's mic skills.
Everybody, dude.
And most people would have taken that and crumbled. He took the time off and fixed it.
Man, and he did.
It was the best thing. Yeah, that hit from John Cena. I think it was like that.
It was a Raw.
Yeah, it was most lesser men would have taken that and like John Cena made fun.
Hey Cena, I gotta come see you.
Austin Theory hasn't been the same since.
Yeah,
ever since.
Yeah, he couldn't have it.
That Raw before WrestleMania,
he destroyed him, and he hasn't been the same. He just been faltering.
What the fuck happened to him?
He's still the champ, though, right?
I think he's about to have a match.
I think he's about to lose his belt.
Yeah, he gonna have to.
People were saying that if they're gonna not, people seem to want LA Knight to be the next man.
Yeah,
but
you
can tell that the powers that be don't want for some reason. It's another one of those situations.
Oh yeah, they were just talking about that this morning.
Because it would have made sense if he won Money in the Bank. It would have made sense. Maybe they'll now don't spoil it for me because I haven't watched the latest SmackDown yet. But I feel like if LA Knight doesn't at least win that title from Austin Theory, there you see, all right.
I don't know. Me and you the same bone.
If I feel like that, because I feel like the fans were saying that, like, dude, at least give him the damn Austin Theory's belt.
Yeah.
So they had a 4-way match on Friday for the belt. Not for the belt, but for like the opportunity. Yeah, to fight for the belt. And I think it was Rey Mysterio,
LA Knight,
the Escobar dude, and somebody else.
Sheamus.
Was it Sheamus?
Yeah.
And
I just saw a picture of it.
I don't even know what. Like, I know I don't want to spoil it for you about what happened, but man, at least they got the bloodline right.
That's like the hottest thing going in WWE.
Bloodline.
Shows.
I thought that what's that group called? The Judgment Day was going to be the equivalent of what they wanted to be the new DX. The Bloodline is the equivalent of the Bloodline is DX, NWO. The story it's all of that wrapped up.
But the Judgment Day, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like
they starting to win belts now.
I didn't expect Monday night.
The Monday night
I
didn't expect them. I didn't expect them to get this hot. To be honest, like
me neither.
When Edge left and when Finn came in, and I love Finn Balor, but it just I think they had to get to know each other and get the chemistry down because it just wasn't there. Like it was
random.
It was like, hey, we're pushing these guys. It's like.
Okay.
Now I like all these people individually,
right?
But as a group, like I'm not buying it.
I kind of like the fact that they had a chick there, which
Mommy.
It was like, the right person too.
Which the Bloodline should have been did. I'm sorry.
I feel like
they
Tamina. They could have added Naomi.
Yeah.
There's so many people they could have brought into the fold.
And everybody keeps asking them that question. When are y'all going to bring any females into the Bloodline? It's way too late now.
Yeah. If you bring somebody in there now, it's going to be like.
Forced.
Yeah.
Rock's daughter forced.
They better not.
They better not.
I mean, she's a part of the family.
You right?
Yeah, she is, but
in a YA family.
Maybe she's gonna be.
Could you imagine if that? Could you imagine if that was Roman's way of manipulating his cousins? It was like I would rather bring the ladies in before I bring y'all back.
Oh,
like your spot's been taken by all these girls. Like the girl.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
CM Punk all over again.
Yeah. Manipulate them like that.
When he told MJ, I was like, Britt Baker has beat you to be one of the pillars of AEW. I was like, damn.
I would say the two that I would pick.
Anyway,
at least the one girl that I would think would fit in the bloodline would be what's her name from what's that other group? That group of girls.
Oh, you're talking about Dakota Kai?
Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
But it's bloodline though.
She's half Samoan.
She's half Samoan.
Within that same family?
Oh,
I don't know if I mean
it's Samoan, right?
Yeah. But which is why I think she would fit because because people would wouldn't see it come. I mean, The Rock is half black, yeah.
But he's in that family tree though.
Yeah,
so you gotta think about everybody in that except Paul Heyman, which is funny because he was the manager back in WCW for the head. Was it Head Shrinkers or the?
I mean, Paul Heyman is
in SWAT team. I forget what. I just watched this shit last night.
I mean, Paul Heyman is just white. all he's done is work with the family.
Sami Zayn can be
Yeah. Exactly.
I
think as long as you show loyalty, I think it obviously don't matter what race you are. So
because Sammy was in there and that guy's freaking Canadian / what do you call that shit? What's that race?
Somali.
Yeah.
Not Somali.
No. Syrian.
Syrian. There you go. Syrian descent. Yeah.
I don't think she fits because I don't like the group that she's in right now, the Damage Control. I don't think Damage
Control is horrible.
Yeah, I don't think it's working. I think once her name wins that title, I think Damage Control is gone.
Oh yeah, and it's so crazy because Dakota Kai good on her own, Bailey great on her own, Io Sky great on her own.
She good too.
But
together,
I don't get it.
That's weird.
I don't get it.
Their highest achievement for a long time was just winning those tag team belts. Everybody in Damage Control has won something except the leader.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
And they ain't kicked her out yet. They're like, look, bro, you
want to make Damage Control better? Have them turn on Bailey.
And I don't even know what their purpose was. Like, okay, they came back to fight Becky Lynch, and
it was the same purpose that Judgment Day had. That we're not being acknowledged, and all the people that have been here forever have taken up all the good spots, and it's our time. It was almost word for word the exact same motivation. So I'm like, y'all should have just joined Judgment Day.
They should have.
Damage Day.
And they got time. They better go.
Judgment Control. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's funny. So you are on your wrestling.
I love it, man.
You watch AEW?
No. I didn't even watch WCW back in the day.
At least you're not a mark.
I didn't look. My mom didn't get any autographed pictures from WCW wrestlers. We got it from. It was Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Diesel. We got a whole bunch of those autographed pictures.
Good job, old WWF.
They made me loyal. I've never watched one full episode of WCW. Wow. Impact.
Not even an episode when Vince was there and bought the company back in 2001.
Oh yeah, because it was being shown. It was being shown on WWE. The split screen.
That's true.
That was the only.
I was like, this shit's real.
That was technically the only episode of WCW I saw. Was that split screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Shane McMahon. I bought it.
Wow.
Like no, you didn't.
Name is McMahon, but it's not Vince McMahon. It's Shane McMahon.
Never watched one episode of Impact. Never watched one episode.
Wow.
I'll take it. I've never even watched.
Like I said, the reason I say you're not a mark because you're not like fuck those guys. Because I remember chat so recently, I think a month ago, you were saying something about the new AEW video game, Fight Forever, and you said something.
Oh my god!
This guy who is a WWE loyalist, not like you. Like he's like. I don't know what tier you want to call it.
I don't know.
He had to say, yeah, he had to say something to Chad on Instagram. He was like, well, they have more than one game and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what the fuck? And Chad was like, what is it you talking about? I said, oh, he's a mark. Don't worry.
I was like, I was going to respond, but
I'm glad you didn't.
But my boy talked me off the ledge because he was, okay, so I basically was talking about the new AEW game, Fight Forever.
Right.
So my words, I said, man, this is giving me like WrestleMania 2000 and WWE WWF No Mercy vibes. Right? That's how it played. And this guy got on there. No, actually, WWE has had more games. Who said anything about that?
Like just random. I said,
I just made a comparison.
Yeah. I read. I was like, I got. Oh, I know.
So I'm sitting there reading
those old school graphics where you just sit there and taunt forever on the match.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy was my boy. That was my go-to character on the game. That was
Because I picked it up. Like I read like 2 or 3 times. I go, oh, this guy's one of them internet Mark fans. Got it.
And I had to read it too. I'm like, I can comprehend well, but I'm like, I'm not understanding. I'm like, it don't match what I said. Like I can't comprehend.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a hoe.
And then I told Chad, I said,
use.
He said, yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And Chad was like, I said, hey, bro, my channel curse. He was like, what the heck? What do you mean? I said, oh, he's a Mark. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's a loyalist to WWE. Yeah. He had to say that.
Yeah.
He had to, according to him.
But you didn't.
I mean, according to him.
You could have, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
But according to him, he had to.
Touch some grass. Went outside.
This nigga say touch some grass.
My kids have been saying that lately. My youngest. Let's touch some
time.
grass. Like,
it's
funny because that's like you need to cut some grass.
Hello.
For real. Hey, you want to touch some grass? I got some.
Go
for
cut.
you.
Yeah. It's gonna hit all of your pants and your shoes, homie.
Yeah.
It's all the grass.
Yeah.
Consider yourself touched.
Yeah. If you ain't pouring it out of your shoes, you didn't cut it right.
Yep. Nope.
I remember this one time I was supposed to cut the yard when I was a kid, but I went to go hang out with this guy and all my friends. And my dad was like, he's like, I noticed you ain't cut the grass.
Was that today?
Yeah,
right.
He's like, I noticed you ain't cut the grass. But I got home like at 9 o'clock.
Dang.
And he was out at work.
Ooh,
he was like,
yeah,
I noticed you ain't cut the grass. You got till 12 o'clock when I get home. It needs to be cut.
Dang,
you turn the porch light on.
Bro, I was scared. I was outside at 12 o'clock.
You in a flashlight.
Yeah, perfect. Up and down. Up and down.
I used to make it a game. I run, so I get
wow.
My kids were. So I showed them how to cut the grass a couple weeks ago, and my son was like trying to run real fast. I was like, "You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired."
Take your time.
So when they did it, I was like, he came in like, "Now who told you? I told you don't do that,
Yeah.
but you did it."
I like how we talking about
hundreds
Oh
of
my god, this is funny.
Oh,
This is funny. Oh my god, this is. We got to come back again. Bro.
We gotta do this again, man.
Yeah.
I'm totally off everything.
But that's fun. But that's cool.
But you know what? That's funny that you mentioned that because me and Sean, when I first started my channel, that's what our show was all about. Really? It would always go off topic and go in where. That's because that's how our brains go. Yeah. Like we would just like, hey, remember that one thing or that one, and then we would just go on a tangent.
But Chris, you're the star today, and that's why I was like, oh shit, we told.
But that's how my conversations always go. Yeah. It was like, no, enough about that. What about this? And like, yeah, no, you thought you was interviewing me. No, I was interviewing you.
Yes.
That Uno reverse.
Yeah, he did.
Twist.
Yeah.
Twist.
Yeah. Ooh, what the twist?
All right.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
was like, remember the old Jackie Chan Adventures cartoon? I'm like, Grandpa. One more thing. That's how Uncle. Yeah,
man, I need to find somewhere to watch that.
I'll show you when we get done. Close this out, and I can show you.
God,
I'm on phone right now.
I've been watching
an old cartoon.
I download when I worked overseas. I downloaded them all. I have them all on my laptop.
I've been watching Powerpuff Girls and
the DVDs, bro.
The Avatar, The Last Airbender. I've been going on the binge.
Okay.
That rewatching One Piece, but
how the hell you do that,
bro? I don't know, but it's good.
Ooh-wee.
Man, that's okay. I'm gonna say this and we're gonna end it. I promise.
And one more thing. No.
So we were asking you basically like your favorite movies and things and TV shows and things like that. You gave us reasons why you like them, but lately, this past couple of years, I've really been in the anime more than I've been in TV. One, because I watched a lot of TV shows, but I really gravitated towards like the comic book shows like Arrow, The Flash, Titans and Doom Patrol, shows like that. I really gravitated to, but they're all in there and they're all dying. Right. There's not going to be any more of them for right now. So I've always loved anime, but I've really been into anime these past couple of years, and I've just restarted watching One Piece again. Mm-hmm. Bro, this is a great show. The fact that this show came out in October 1999. and it is July 2023. There are things that I see now that foreshadow things that's happened today, 10 or 15 years. What kind of that's insane. Keeping track of what how do you do that?
They're the Tupac of anime.
I'm watching it now, and I'm just like in awe and amazement. That's why I love anime so much.
I actually got a question for this guy. And that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I said we were done too.
Yeah, I told you, I can do it. I can
this guy. There
was something I was thinking about saying when we were talking about wrestling. I forgot to bring up. I was going to say that Roman Reigns was the crazy bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony of the group. In my opinion. I want to make sure to get that out there. If you a Bone Thugs fan, you know what I'm talking about. Roman was the crazy bone. He wasn't the best rapper, but he was the guy.
Yeah.
There
it is.
Yeah.
Man,
we pray every day. No.
I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all.
That was Wishbone, the Dominic Mysterio of the group. No.
Oh my God, bro. This is funny. What were you gonna ask?
I know what's his name. How come you such a big fan of is it John Copia? What's his name?
John Campia.
Campia.
Everybody keeps bringing. I mean, because
I saw your thing.
Somebody even called me out on the thing. Like, dude, why are you talking about John Campia? He ain't talking about you. I don't need him to talk about me.
Nah, every episode you mention his name, bro. I swear.
Because he's the North Star of what I want my the channel to be. It's like when you have if you want to become a movie director and you go my inspiration in the movies is like Christopher Nolan or something like that.
Right.
Like something like that. I mean, it's just I respect his productivity on he doesn't have the best YouTube channel. He doesn't have I don't even think he has the best movie talk channel out there, but the way he produces and puts things together, he does it in a simple way that looks like he's putting like millions of dollars into it. But when you break down what he's actually doing, like most YouTubers and most TikTokers are like that. You'd be surprised how like you think these pops are real. This is all digital.
Green screen.
We fooled you, nigga. All of a sudden, but I admire him because of his knowledge and his trivia and all that stuff. He has the knowledge and stuff. But the way he was able to put a show together and make it look like it was so that's what money, right? That he's spending all this money. So he taught me how to put things together. Like when you come to the studio, y'all were like, look at this, look like I'm dude from Walmart.
And he did do that. He was like, Amazon, Walmart. $3 there.
He was the first YouTuber that didn't like BS it. He was like, he said most YouTubers would probably be like, gotta get the most expensive cameras. John Campbell was like, the most important thing that you can have on your YouTube channel is a good microphone. Because if they can't hear you, it doesn't matter how good the graphics are. What's the point? If they can't hear you, they ain't gonna watch. I was like, he was the first one I ever heard say it like that. I was like, that kept it real.
That mic right there.
Yeah.
That's why. I was like, we look decent. I'm like, we look good, but man, that sound is weird. Dude,
to this day, I still get not compliments. I get criticized about the sound. Yeah, I like your channel, Chris, but your microphone was like, get a new mic. I'm like, dude, I think now it's become a thing to pick on me about my microphone. I'm like,
that's kind of cool though.
The sound was good here. What are you talking about? I think I have a troll out there who knows how to get under my skin.
Hey, trolls, send them a mic.
You should be using this mic. Yeah.
Put in my Patreon. Yeah. How much is it? 10 grand? You gotta send it to me.
Yeah. I'll do that TikTok trend where I pretend to be an NPC. Glizzy, microphone.
Glizzy.
Oh, you don't know about that?
I do. Bro, that's weird, dude. That's weird.
Pop, glizzy.
Oh, bro. It's idiotic in the worst.
Live people pretending to be non-playable characters and just it's weird.
Bongo.
Yeah, I have an idea. I'm not gonna say it right now, but I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do it,
man. You were there when we seen that guy come Palooza, right? Who was acting like NPC, and he already this.
But his NPC was cool. He did it good. So he basically had he walked around and found or whatever, and you could like press buttons. So he would have different like things you could basically ask or say.
Oh, he was an interactive thing. A lot. Like, yeah. Okay.
Like, this is great.
Dang. Okay.
But these NPCs now, they the basic NPCs, dude. Like, I was listening to a podcast and they were doing. I was listening to it like in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
my wife got that picture.
Bango, bango, ding, ding, link.
And all it is those little gifts that you can give a person on live when you dive on TikTok. Those little roses or little five, and they cost like a 5 cents or 1 cent and stuff like that. And when the person that's streaming sees it, they just react to it. Like if you send the rose, they're like, thanks for the rose, or thanks for the fire. You know, that's all they're doing.
Wow.
I thought it was like, I'm like,
that's funny.
And this is the thing that's trending on TikTok now.
I'm gonna show you.
There are people making thousands of dollars.
I want to make money.
Girl, you know all the glitches you can handle, brother.
Yeah. Then when the hot dog pops, that's why I say glizzy, because the hot dog was yeah. Glizzy.
Who are you? First of all, I am the 3rd annual Ultimate Pancake Eating Champion over there in Clarksville, Tennessee.
You better roll that pancake up.
New day.
That's right. I can show you pictures, you suckers.
Pancake king.
Nigga, I ate 3 pounds of pancake. I had nightmares that night. I really did. That's not a joke. These are not jokes. I can show you the pictures. It was crazy.
Maple syrup, maple.
No syrup. Yeah. That pancake weighed 3. No, it was 2 of them. So each one was like 3.5 pounds.
Damn.
And like in the middle of it, it was like that thick. In the middle of it.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Want $200 cash?
That's what she said.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god. Okay, all right. Chris, oh my god. Thank you for coming. This has been a great.
That was great. I loved it.
So fun, man. We got to definitely do this again.
We have.
Yeah, I haven't done it like. Oh, now you about to say it to me. That's what she said. I haven't done it like this in a long time.
That's what she said. Oh my.
Yeah, I like the relaxed, just talking and just the camera.
The camera.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love the camera in the middle while I'm relaxed. That's what she did.
Hey, what's up?
All right, man.
Okay, let you have it, man.
Oh man,
that's what she said.
Oh my god, I can't do this anymore.
That's what she said.
Me too.
That's what she. Okay.
That's what I was like. Me too.
All right. So, Chris, tell the people where they can find you. Bro.
If you want to reach out to me, go on the number 3 Media Studios. Look for that on YouTube, on all the social medias. That's that or at T3 Medias with an S at the end. That's how you can find me. And we're on, like I said, YouTube. We're on TikTok, Twitter, all the socials and stuff. Say hi. Say what's up. Give me a question, give me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about it, something that you want us to talk about, and we'll shout you out on the show. Too. Yeah, we do a live show every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday called The Rundown, where we run down movie news, entertainment topics, and just what's going on in the week. So that's just it. What you guys love talking about movies.
Sweet, man. You can find us, your boys, the Fusion Haa Podcast. You can catch us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Threads, Twitch.
Oh yeah, we're on Threads.
Yeah. We out here in these streets. Jay, hit him with the audio, bro.
Man, you can find us on goddamn, I'm forgetting iTunes, iHeart, Stitcher, Bullhorn, no BS. Wherever you find your freaking podcasts.
Okay, man. Well, let's end.
Yeah, Barry White with it over there.
Get a love for your love, baby. All right, man. Chris, bro, thank you for coming, man. This has been amazing, man. Thank you so much, man.
I laugh so much. I think about calories.
I have to.
I'm not gonna hell up.
So bad.
You're welcome.
But y'all have not been making it worse.
That's right.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Well, man, I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy. And this is
Chris.
And it's Fusion Haa. We out this thing.
Ha!